Once upon a time, in the deep forests of the north, there lived a hunter named Olaf. Olaf was known throughout the land for his skill with a bow and arrow. He was proud of his hunting prowess, and he often boasted about his exploits to anyone who would listen. But Olaf was a foolish man. He thought he was invincible and that he could take on any challenge that came his way. One day, as Olaf was out hunting, he came across a great bear. The bear was enormous, with fur as black as night and eyes as red as fire. Olaf saw the bear as a challenge, and he drew his bow and arrow, preparing to strike. But the bear was not afraid of Olaf. Instead, it stood its ground and stared at him with a fierce determination. Olaf fired his arrow, but it missed its mark. The bear charged at him, and Olaf ran for his life. He knew he was no match for the powerful beast. I was so scared. I had never encountered a bear like this before. I thought it was the end for me. Just as the bear was about to catch him, Olaf stumbled and fell to the ground. He thought his fate was sealed, but the bear surprised him. It stopped in its tracks and looked at him with a curious expression. I couldn't believe it. The bear was looking at me like I was no threat to it. I didn't understand why. The bear then spoke to Olaf. It told him that it was not there to harm him, but to teach him a lesson. The bear explained that Olaf's arrogance and pride had blinded him to the true beauty of the forest and the creatures that lived there. The bear was right. I had been so focused on my own desires that I had forgotten to appreciate the world around me. The bear then gave Olaf a gift. It gave him the gift of empathy, the ability to understand and appreciate the world from the perspective of the creatures that lived in it. It was like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. I felt like I had been given a second chance. From that day on, Olaf hunted with a new perspective. He no longer saw the animals as mere targets, but as fellow creatures with their own lives and desires. He became known as a kind and thoughtful hunter, and he was respected by all who knew him. And that, my friends, is the story of the bear and the hunter, a tale of humility, empathy, and the beauty of the natural world. May we all learn to appreciate the world around us and strive to live in harmony with it.